What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're going to be reviewing the all new Reality Check by 900 Global. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Then if you like this jersey or any of the jerseys in any of my videos, coolwick.com, use my promo code Napoles10. That'll get you 10% off your entire order. And then down below in the description, there should be a link where you can order this Reality Check or anything bowling related. It's the best way to help support the channel. There's also going to be a link down there to my Discord. So let's talk a little bit about the tech and the specs behind the Reality Check. It features the Disturbance asymmetric core, which was in the Reality, and the Altered Reality. Which in 15 pounds has an RG of 2.49, which is very low, a max differential of 0.052, which is on the high end, and a PSA of 0.018, which is again pretty high. Then wrapped around that is the S84 Beta cover stock, which is a hybrid. So it's the same base formula as the Reality and the Altered Reality, but this is a beta version, which is, like I said, supposed to be a little bit cleaner through the front and supposed to produce the most shape down lane. And then as always, with all my asymmetrical balls, the layout is 30 by 4.5 by 30, and then it comes out of box at a 4K fast finish, and this is how it looks directly out of the box. So let me know down below in the comments what your expectations are for this Reality Check. And we're going to be bowling here at Samstown on lane 1 on a fresh, typical house shot. And then let me know if you have a Reality or an Altered Reality. I've loved both of them. They're still in my big rotation. I still throw them a lot from time to time. So I'm going to take this on the lanes. I have really high hopes because it's an asymmetrical hybrid. I love the Nova. So what I'm hoping is that it's going to be a similar shape to the Nova, but produce more shape down lane. That's what I'm looking for, more shape down lane. So let's get on the lanes. All right, first shot here with the Reality Check S84 Beta hybrid cover with the Disturbance asymmetric core. That looked pretty good. It didn't look like overly angular, at least to my eyes, but I like the motion that it produced. Okay. I guess my biggest goal for this video though is to figure out if this is more of a game one on the fresh ball or something that I can go to a little bit in transition. Missed that right. Oh, that would have been amazing. So I'm definitely going to compare this ball to the other two Realities, the Nova and the Infinite Physics. Let me know what else you want to see compared to it. See if that one gets there. Yeah, I just can't create too much angle. So far it's looking like at least a decent option on the fresh. So now my question is, how's it going to look when we get into a little bit of transition? Hey! All right, so I haven't moved yet, but as we progress through this video, I definitely will. Yeah, I think the very first comparison I'm going to do to this ball is the Infinite Physics, because I love that Infinite. I want to see how this compares. Got that in a little bit. Oh, So I'm going to move 3 boards left with my feet, about 1 with my eyes here. Missed right with my eyes. And it got there. All right, so we're gonna go to that same spot, except this time we're gonna hit our mark and see how it looks. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, 3 more shots here before we get back to the desk. There's a couple things I like, a couple things I don't like. We'll talk about it when we get to the desk. Get there. And then we're just gonna stay in this spot for the last 2 shots and see what happens here. Oh, maybe we should have moved. All right, last shot here before we get to the desk. Gonna move like another 2 or 3 left here with my feet. Oh, that's gonna... surprisingly strike. All right, so that was the first 12 shots with the reality check, plus a couple shots of warm-up. So some of the things that, we'll start with the things that I like. I like that it's definitely a little bit cleaner than the reality, for sure. It doesn't want to be as early, which I think was part of the design intent. I do like that as I progressed left, it still continued to continue, if I will. And some of the shots where I got it going right, I can definitely see where that beta part of that cover stock really wants it to come around the corner. Send two messengers over, which I really like. The thing that I love the most about it is that it doesn't chew up the front part of the lane like the reality does, like the gem, and that's not the design intent. If you have a reality or a gem or any stronger asymmetrical solid, the reality check isn't going to replace that in your bag. It's definitely a different motion. Now, the one thing that I don't like of it is that it's not as angular as the website made it out to be, maybe. Like, I was expecting a motion that was gonna be like this, and it wasn't. But I actually prefer that it's a little bit smoother, because I don't really love overly angular bowling balls. I like balls that are a little bit smoother. And so now going forward, what I want to see is how is it going to react in transition? I know for a fact already that it's really good on the fresh, with my angles a little bit more in front of me and creating a little bit of shape. But balls like the Infinite Physics, the RSTX, or not maybe the RSTX2, but the Infinite Physics for sure, is a bowling ball that rolled really well for me from straight, and it rolled really well for me when I had to open up my angles. All right, so this is gonna be a fairly large move. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna move like 5, 6 left on my feet and keep my eyes around the same spot. That's kind of impressive. All right, same spot with my feet, but I move my eyes in a little bit and see how it looks. See if I can get it to be a little bit more flush. Yeah, that looked fantastic, keeping it a little bit in. See how that one looks. And then don't worry there, Nord Attack. I'm definitely gonna move right and show you a couple shots from straighter, but this thing looks fantastic from in. Oh, got that one right, get there. All right, let's just be better on this shot. That last shot was pretty amateur. Missed in that. Wow, for a 5-bagger. I am seeing, however, that this ball is retaining its surface for longer. It hasn't really lane shined yet. Oh. I definitely feel, and it may be because of the cover, that I have some hold in and some bounce to the right. Yeah, I like this ball. I need to throw it next to the Infinite Physics. Hold. Oh. All right, so that was the back 8 of that game, starting a new game now. All right, so not because of the colors, but this ball reminds me a lot of like a stronger phase 2. Get there. Yeah, I may even throw the phase 2 into one of the comparisons as well. Oh, that's a terrible shot. Yep, streak over. I just can't throw it that bad and expect to strike. So I'm gonna throw it better here for sure. So that group of shots, I threw 11 well-executed shots, and I struck 11 times, and I threw one ball horrific. Kind of came around that one a little too much, threw it a little slow. Ball had no chance, shot right through the front, and 210 or 2810. I don't remember, I think it was just a 210. But I'm liking that as I move left, right, it's still getting through the front, and it's still producing some shape. Now, I wouldn't classify this ball as angular. Now, maybe if this had a coat of polish over the top, I'm sure that Stu Williams, by the way, subscribe to the Beef and Barnsey channel. I'll leave a link to them in the description. I'm sure that Stu Williams may throw this ball with a little bit of polish, and then it may be a little bit more angular. But as is out of box at the 4K fast finish, I'm liking just how continuous it is and how it just gets through the front. It doesn't want, like, it's so far, it hasn't hooked early at all. So now I'm gonna get back on the lanes, and most of my shots are gonna be from further left, but I do wanna throw some shots from a little bit straighter, because I know I get comments all the time, messages, people asking me to throw the ball from a little bit straighter, but I can only play what the lanes are giving me. So I'm gonna see if it's there. If it's there, I'll stay there. We're gonna throw one here from straighter. Then I have this entire video just to see if that's there. Oh, maybe. All right, so that was impressive. That was about 1.5 miles an hour faster than when I was further left, and it never wanted to hook early. It still shot through the front. Let's see if I can repeat that. So basically what you're saying is that this ball never wants to hook early. Got it. Missed in. And never hooked early. What the f— Okay, that is seriously impressive that it just never hooked early. Oh, so I need to know what they added to this ball to just make it never hook early, like ever. Yeah, I could definitely see this ball being like the nut go-to ball. So this is 20 boards left, one shot to the next. And it's gonna do that. Wow, was not expecting it. All right, so we'll move a little bit left off that shot. The versatility of this ball seems to be out of this world. All right, let's move more towards the middle part of the lane, kind of firm up a little bit and see how this looks here. It's like out of— all right, we'll do another one from that same spot. And then one more from that same part of the lane. Oh, the fact that I could do that and then play super straight and then one shot to the next, move left like I'm about to do now is just blowing my mind. All right, let's get left now. Yeah, left. All right, let's move back to the middle now. It like doesn't make sense. And then I'll move a bunch right off that shot also. It never hooks early. All right, we'll do one more from the middle and one more from left and be done. It's just like, I don't know. I can already see the comments about overhype or this or that or staffer. Watch this video on mute and then comment. Yeah, so that was something I definitely needed to address. You guys can say whatever you want about me, about how I'm a staffer and I overhype everything. When I don't like a ball, I tell you guys. When I like a ball, I tell you guys. If you don't like it, watch this video on mute and then formulate your own opinion based on the ball motion. That's okay with me too. I'm just here to tell you guys my opinion. And my opinion is that the reality check isn't as angular as I was expecting. And I wish that it didn't say that it was the most angular 900 series ball that they've ever made. Because without that thought in my head, I would have thought that this ball was fantastic. It's clean through the front, and not once. I mean, I even went over the normal shots that I normally do in these videos. I just kept going, and all I was really looking for was to see when this ball was gonna check early. So I'm definitely going to do some comparisons to this ball, like I said, to the Infinite Physics, the Phase 2, the Ultra Reality, the Reality, and probably the Nova. I think the closest one that it's going to be to is going to be a Phase 2. But I definitely got to make sure that I don't put too much surface on that Phase 2, because the Phase 2 sometimes tends to hook a little early. This at the 4K Fast Finish never hooked early. Maybe I'll try this on a tougher pattern with more volume, with a little bit more surface, to see how that works. So guys, thank you so much for joining me in this video. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this reality check, and if you're considering adding it to your bag when it releases here at the end of July. Click right here to watch one of my other videos. Click right here to subscribe. Till next time. Bro, what the